eye-opener on this one. These are the words of a wise man. Nobody carries a heavy burden than he who has evil intentions. Once there's a creation, there must be a creator. God, whose supernatural powers and miracles can only be found in the book, but not in real life, is equal to a God who never existed. Nasajina Nyejuma, Bojini Bre, Abraham Ben Moshe, leader of Common Sense family. No size, Wagwan P Black.
What a new way to cool off and quench your thirst. And now everyone is enjoying the surprising experience of Paradise Pack treated drinking water. Hi. Join the refreshing experience and enjoy the all-new Paradise Pack treated drinking water. Paradise Pack treated drinking water. Drink pure, live more. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Hello, what from a dropping? Tinasi, ahun kemle. Na wenya beje metan riding ho. Smooth, fully nyanya.
As what from then?
Missy, what from a dropping? Menka jiwediban and fambra wana. Dropping. Manfa u parcel unko ana menka jimbra wana. Dropping. Menka fa wo mofra bambra wana. Dropping. Menka jiwu groceries embra wana. Dropping. Laundry, makwa bantam dodo. Kwana bia ewo ho Ghana. Go Play Store ana App Store. Na download Dropping. DROPYN. Dropping. Not from within a minute. Na mo bohode. Dropping. Menso ya wagana ha bebia. Yejuma ya sonko. What from a dropping? Masa ya what town. Tale moku take dropping. Dropping.
Fititititire de bapemne insuhwem amayati asese nsu eyenkwa na asase edawe emu hanchechemu aduoson so eyensu na sete saade a denti na wotena se emansukom ane nsu enwanwo yiraw emawani tuka wonsem erade na ye drilling company limited won ababe so how bebria na nipa nemu efa nsu ho wobetu asase yem kopem se wobetu nsu pa ehotew ne watu ade amawo borehole drilling yayebi water treatment services yaye visibility studies ehun se baabia wo kire yense yentuno ayade ebetu nsu asase ne yem ansa ne yetu yaye hand and electronic pump installation hydrofracture yade machines ahoro esi asase neni ne yatu nsu na fi baabi biare wa begu faako yem borehole drilling no ehotew utimenom wode horade egware mpa unya ohaw ankrankrai afiesim apartment ahoro insurance hotels estate developers washing bay nyumeku momre ne rade na aye drilling company limited yabeboa mo wenyen supa putu yang was 0245 636 634 and 02471 714 72. Erade na aye drilling company limited. This is Su Ayenkwa.
Do you live in the USA, UK or Canada? Do you wish to work from home? Do you want to be your own boss? If your answer to the above questions is yes, Yes, then log on to casatalk.com. Casa Talk is giving you the opportunity to work full-time or part-time from the comfort of your home. At Casa Talk, you decide how much money you make at the end of the month. It's convenient, less stressful, you save money on transportation, no experience is needed. All you need is a quiet home office. Log on to www.casatalk.com and grab the dream job you've been waiting for right in your home. Casa Talk is Ghanaian owned.
Ansa na wodi aba no emu da ho je sadwino anya adwuma nipadua no bre kache di oben se madwene nya adwuma obi a wone botai a wode ya de yes okay se wo
Abuja for mamunyina akwaba e de ba dwumedie so we dey very short menche am say me ba mo nche nde abedi nkomo bibia kama e na adesua ni mu ana yete de ato yankase papa je am say di party ase a ohu ne ho mfaso na emom ofiri mu a e na obeti ensem ne mrane but menya politics but I'm waiting to hear what NDC people will say about Rawlings because ono attend the party ye hu de mo de ye no ti ye hwesa afei e na mba be kire se oyi ni papa de a ende ye ni party ase no ye hu ne value men twen na nipa ni nwu won na ye be pretend se ye don aha ti ende ye na nchen de ye mo party ase men fa me ho ye wo mi 80s ni ti bunim se ye wo ye sa 70 chire wo ba ye hu Rawlings no. We have a special love for that gentleman. Papa J, I salute you, rest in peace. Ba bay, me suspect ya bi. Me check, me suspect ya bi. Me hu na me hwe news, me hu ba ko. No matter say e COVID-19 ene ekun no. Say ye nukura nya nukura o. Mo ne mo COVID yi, ma me nka se mi che about COVID-19. COVID-19 ya bay. Mi hu ohie ni bia wenye bi mi ni mo ohie ni bia wenya COVID-19 ehiafo na omoko market de bia ehiafo na omo gada de bia omo ye rally ni petwehia no yenti se wo ohie ni bia nya COVID-19 no na ye wo hwa no mo de celebrity ana football abi wo England Ronaldo nom ne yeso wenya COVID-19 1 week no mo se ne ho atoro Sana ka we say John wu ya almost say COVID-19 me mpa man ye bia nchi me kan say de me fele jare ya musi abai je ehiafo na ye futu France ya ye futu France na ye na market ye nam dwom ya ka abo apieso no ehiafo no ya de ni nkoyen na emum ni patitiru bi wu pe ne de yale ya so ano emfa me ho me nya doctor to say ye COVID you and ye COVID you well ye wa no mo say Queen of England and ye wa and a Chelsea player bi and ye wa and a way and Ibrahimovic ye wa and Cristiano Ronaldo 2 ways away na yare ne ko na se ni patitiru bi wu a na ya so ayade na akoso ano mo ne mo COVID mo masem because me COVID bi wo ha anka mo sa abrawi COVID bi wo ha MPP fo mo nye wi me view no say COVID bi wo ho eku nipa betumi eku nipa titiri na papa je osole ahin wo kwa na COVID akwache no mo sa news no mo eku ehiafo na abo apeso no obi enwu o MPP fo ni NDC so die de akache mo sa ha ye ba ye balance no mpa ma ne bia wa kine bi pe obi wa kwa koja bi sa kwa na NDC ni ti ya no e boy MPP dia ni ye NDC dia kyerɛw mo na mo abo apeso hwɛ NDC fo nso e ba sisi a Tiabusiafo media mu de o kasa na wa hwewanu yi nti say a doctor for e confirm say e covid a mate menye doctor dia to sumienu maye video bi mo hwe video no na yembra sisi a why me ye video bi ma ye hwe ne yembra why na after video no e na me de ade a me suspect no e de betu mu enim. Enjoy this video. Mina Ghana for me chechi amunyina. E mamunya be ma Avram bin Moshe. And then Thursday on the 12th November 2020. Ewie ya yanti asempa. Obrempon bi ahwe ase. The tia say former president Papa JJ RAWLINGS watwa nananom e won siedo. Ye nije say kukudrofo say ebe pie we ye memu ne say ya werho say ya hwe no de me pesa me kafa owuo hunie. We become sad esan say ye lose obi, but yentiatie say everything dies. Bibiawu ade be a living thing bia bewu ya yetiasie no ena de na me nso me ne wo ya echi no bade ba be kayen eno ne bisa hu abrabo a wo bo adwuma wo ye anamo a wutu so ye musician so ye celebrity so ye shoe shine so ye doctor so ye lawyer so ye engineer so ye president so ye ex-president da me ka se be kire say da Papa J ebe toko no ene ye be hu said ya Ghana for be kire ne wodo onye perfect onye excellent of Papa J nya bofo ofum wakwan bi so ba ebeka say osum ne man yi ti de beka che Papa J en ne busuafo nyina say Papa J ye ma save journey ye nimbe bia wo ko ba busuafo e ma mu nyina ya akọ the book video bi the greatest speech me faithful Papa J ho ene ye kotie no ye ntie ne yamra.
I think yesterday I was citing an example of 3 people in a room. By the following morning, one was dead. And the other 2 who were alive were arrested and taken to court. And as they were asking them, or as the proceedings were going on, the case was beginning to find one of them guilty. And they were going to make a pronouncement on him. You know what he asked? The one who's alive, he and I, we come from the same village. We've sworn on the Bible, sworn on the Quran, sworn on the sword, and yet I'm the one being found guilty. Please, I beg the judge, etc., take us to the village we come from. We have a shrine over there, and let us go and swear on that shrine and see whether I am innocent or he is the culprit, whether I am the murderer or he is the culprit. That's all the question I asked these Catholic priests. They could not answer me. Because they know you're not going to swallow any poison, but they know that we don't fear that Bible, we don't fear that Quran, but when it comes to our shrine, that one we dare not joke with it, we'll go and tell the truth. The white man who brought the Bible into my country, your continent, the Muslim who brought whatever it is, he is the same person who has gone and invented the lie detector test, the chemical interrogation test. I would dare you to go and line up some of your finest policemen, some of your finest heads, some of your finest, what you call it, judges. Make any allegations against me, you included. Whatever questions you want to ask, take me through a chemical interrogation. I will be the one who will pass. I wonder how many of you will pass. You know something, Chief? If we can learn to be bold enough to restore the value of truth in our society, then we will have justice. Without truth, we cannot get justice. We cannot get justice. And that's why we're suffering. Truth is so important. Do you know what Gandhi said? I don't need Gandhi to tell it to me. Gandhi said he was looking for truth in God, only to discover that God was in truth. How beautiful. How beautiful. You know? So, Chief, when it comes to accusing me, don't forget 8 generals, 3 former heads of state, painfully executed. I, Rawlings, will not turn around and commit the very crimes for which another man lost his life.
Some message here, a boy me Avram, a part of me taking. They don't fear the Bible, they don't fear the Quran. But it was your memory. Papa J, who a man in Nagana for so for. Papa J, who are we wouldn't sing cremonim, Imam be a video. Say Allah each remi, yen tibi. A software any babete. Now software be a mesrau. Jimmy Ebekano, Sabi. With Jimmy Ebekano. Now we nim Abeka say, Yankupon each row. Mudia debian and Yankupon each and Mamutu Yamohe. Dear Moya, ye bed Jim with you. Eh, said ye Jesus, a cunyale Lazarus, no. Kawe, no, as from Gugana, Motiapo. Nankamako baby, or one is a qualibus and Hinamako. Papa J, in the name of Jesus, come out. Nakwa Soli, so moon to me, Mama Ghana for. Yeah, in your peace of mind. Near Finja Papa J. Thank you for making us number 1. Straight up. Jena Nyajuma, body ni bread. Bye bye. I wish I for video na me here na mwakwa kwahwe no. Yempese e bete se sophobia be ka kire Ghana for say Nyankopon yi kire no. De ebema ya gimwedi ne se wawu no se de Jesus John chapter 13. Say John chapter 11 say John 13. Onyane Lazarus no munkonko nyane no. Ye wo Ghana ha o mampanyina tamas wi yantehwe. Aliu Mahama ewi yantehwe. Emisa ata ewi obi antumi enkonyane no. Yesra mo Papa J momona waye na adwuma wie na yensie no. What's a powerful speech of mine? I can't say Mitchell. Rawlings. Omo munim bianim no. Onye perfect. But omo di wa ben mu no. People around him. Me na meti ba akofie me pese bodi. The din estati P V na meti ni fie, metna ni fie. Me yetema boy me nyi wo komtutu. Na my grandfather and the security man. Tie huniema kakra. Ni nyina nkoda nchen. Me suspect asembia ebe pie efri asofo bi enum. Ghana phone tie me here papa na asem na me suspect no. Ma ye hu video. Just 2 minutes. Hwe video no. Wa wo se me boa na ka kire me. Papa J. Time odi efri mu. Election year. Odifuo bi ana edifuo bi befa ni wuo no de abeye politics de omo beka no obi enti mini anu Ghana for em se ende yantie ni gisem ayete se ya papa yenu ya be ma ye wofa Papa J Ephraim eya rekosem na mo amunim se Papa J etna tema no na we are very close to my mother ti mama Yesu sa ene po de yefrem to nchen may his soul rest in peace. So we are smart na we are thinker asofo ni bi nyaaya ankomo hyenkom na nka abem, but there is a potential prophecy beba. Me suspect sophobia ba beka asembi dia fa ye ex-president JJ RAWLINGS ni wuo no obi be hyenkom obi ba beka asembi afa ho say a political party and a sacrifice no market somewhere Mwaton mwadriema religion nti they take advantage of any opportunity just to fool the church members. Me say market somewhere sophobia ebeba beka say a political party Papa J ka ho na abato a ebenti no omo sacrifice no we ena twene Jonas kan yenti ase no Jimmy say ya me so de opa montwen na monhwe maka o montwen na monhwe ma adwene nya dwuma everything dies obi ewu me de me dene se Papa J we sie ni maame ansa woko ka owuja ne maame ananka me be ha me obi abewu ebia me ne wumpo eji Papa J nyam ebia ye nya. He has served his nation. He has served his continent well. Yeah, both African leaders are on one year Juma. Baby, I did drop Papa J. Bra Olusu election to President Kofo. No, PFC Center Kwabesi. Yeah, we 80s. We have a special love for Papa J. Until the funny bish them plan no more for Sesiano and a year term. More in now, no be under now. Straight up. Thank you. Straight up, for maybe phone lines. This is here. Me my drink, no. When say asofudie no asole no matibida. Minim said the asofo ne dwen. Me catch na say Papa J for mu awatoi. O de obehu de difo de beye wa Ghana ha. Mark this date. O de obehu. There's so much them. They are planning what to say. Yan can fine. Yan Papa J wo no yete o menwa sebe Jimmy say ya. Obi ato form ni ebe pen krabe Michael Jackson wuyi yet says obi odifo bi asolo America say Ewrade yi kire me emeda ne ntokwa Princess Diana ewi yet say odifo bi epeja ne nsa aka say ene Ewrade yi kire me emedifo ko ho me say Papa J wuyi edifo be start ya ko ho o de me mautu o de fie nanumre ato kira obehu videos. You see yourself, you make a check and say, I saw for you smart. I saw for the best dark what I say, political party be a person by force of a geocomiano. Necomiano so yanedia. Empty or person sacred or mean any Ghana for the for. Chiakai Jimmy say 24/7. Well, we have business information of an amano or my team, we don't have thinkers. Because of religion, and now Kasa almost strong cremofo. Yes, in cremofo the do baby a so kakra. O crowd strong because we are the cremofo trekasa will lie, ube dani, intendie. And yes, run yes, room say, ye bet disprove omubukono. But Oshin cremosom somana, Sabe, sans and fun way, ni. Say, will be a wuna imam of 4 kufun now. Debbie, it is chief imam Yanko Panaka say, ye. And no be born whom Musoko wounds from Okrabuta in Cremophone say, well, lie, ye young Guanesa. So, ye populous strong Cremofoa, and young me, and a midi can strong Cremofo, and yet you didn't hear quite. You are no the ocean come didn't hear quite. My son come, me teachings, and I'm not quiet in Kakradon say, well, lie, you for beg we, now my beg here. What was it? No one's not can't drink quite. Carver Sammy. Hey, you're Jane Cratona. Maybe a phone lines right now. Hey, Ghana, do. Oh, my name, what they say. Before the end, why? The end say, I have grown quantity. But I'm not spending powerful video of my boom. Why? I've grown why? Man, find the personal. Why? So, why? No personal feelings attached to anything. Why? I've grown quite. Do my why? You're Cratona. Maybe your phone lines.
What a new way to cool off and quench your thirst. And now everyone is enjoying the surprising experience of Paradise Pack treated drinking water.
Hi.
Join the refreshing experience and enjoy the all-new Paradise Pack treated drinking water. Paradise Pack treated drinking water. Drink pure, live more. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Ntitetetere de bepemne insuhwem ama yate asese nsu eyenkwa na asase edawei emu hanchechemu aduoson so eyensu na sete saade a denti na wotena se emansukom ane nsu enwanwo yiraw ema wani tuka wonsem Erade na ye Drilling Company Limited won ababeso haw bebria na nipa nemu efa nsu ho wobetu asase yem kopem se wobetu nsu pa eho tewo ne watu ade amawo borehole drilling yaye bi water treatment services yaye visibility studies ehu se baabi a wokyere yense yentu no ayade ebetu nsu asase ne yem ansa ne yetu yaye hand and electronic pump installation hydrofracture yade machines ahoro esi asase neni ne yatu nsu na fi baabi biare wa begu faako yem borehole drilling no eho tewo utiminum wode horade egware mpo a unya ohaw ankrankrai afiesim apartment ahoro insurance hotels estate developers Washington Benny Numeku Mumre ne Rade na ye Drilling Company Limited yabebo am wenye super putu yang was 0245 636 634 and 02471 714 72. Erade na ye Drilling Company Limited. This is Su Ayenkwa.
Hello, what from a dropping? Tinasi, ahun kemle. Na wenya beje metan riding ho. Smooth, fully nyanya.
As what fraud then?
Missy, what from a dropping? Menkaji wediban and fambra wana. Dropping. Manfa u parcel unko ana menkaji mbra wana. Dropping. Mankafa u mafraba mbra wana. Dropping. Menkaji u groceries mbra wana. Dropping. Laundry, makwa bantam dodo. Kwa nbia ewo ho Ghana. Ko Play Store ana App Store, na download Droppin, DROPYN. Droppin, not from within a minute. Na mo bohode. Droppin, menso ya wagana ha bebia. Ye chuma ya sonko. What from a Droppin? Masa ya watan. Chale, moku take Droppin. Droppin.
Do you live in the USA, UK or Canada? Do you wish to work from home? Do you want to be your own boss? If your answer to the above questions is yes, then log on to CasaTalk.com. CasaTalk is giving you the opportunity to work full-time or part-time from the comfort of your home. At CasaTalk, you decide how much money you make at the end of the month. It's convenient, less stressful, you save money on transportation, no experience is needed. All you need is a quiet home office. Log on to www.casatalk.com and grab the dream job you've been waiting for right in your home. CasaTalk is Ghanaian owned.
Straight up, ebusia for edamu ina ase. CSF number na that screen so no support na movement ne nkɔ nanim esremu a why ne mo a mo na maso ye mo up to ne obi abedi dance yese Papa J. Most of us develop odoma no ebra obey ex-president rather than a president because af ye hu the true self and na me hwɛ video bi omu yi na fe na radio station bi ka say politics now have a way of tarnishing people's image, make them look like evil people. Abramontesa afe no bi di Papa J nwa dance kan suba yankasa na de ba ko kai modesty on wawa ne ho on pay expensive niema obi a oye president won say wewu no ye bedi ne nwa dance ye but otiase no ye bu ne say oye some yeah na ye ka say e no kunkrof e ye wo kra you kill more than that because at that time no situation no ntiemfa ni nyina nto nchen yema ye papa ne nla so atima se nti maybe bo Papa J ni old videos bi enjoy the videos why ye we are na me be phone lines no why you enjoy Papa J ni old videos bi why
you better shut up when I'm talking, okay? Hello, listen.
Ghanaian leader Flight Lieutenant JJ RAWLINGS.
All planters, do you have corn? I'm talking about planters, not diggers. Let me see you by the hand. Up. Good. Now, those of you who have the corn sacks, corn supply, but you've got corn in your left hand. Jesus Christ. Okay. Now, those of you with the sacks, better watch out and feed us, okay? Now, where is he? You take over.
Under Rawlings, Ghana has rediscovered a sense of direction. He is pursuing a policy of socialism, but the slogans are often more militant than the practice.
And the line is not straight. Move.
The country does need strong leadership. One urgent goal is to re-establish respect for farming. Another is to improve efficiency on the land.
The point is, as they dig the holes, you, the planters, put the seeds in their holes. All right? Every digger, make sure you got a plant.
Rawlings' high-profile politics include setting a public example in the fields and encouraging the masses to cooperate in self-help.
It is only by collective effort that the nation's problems can be solved. There are still some people who would like the nation to go back to childhood. Such a person was the man from the Osu People's Defense Committee, most unfortunate, who got up to speak at the budget debate at Parliament House recently, and who said that everything was fine when the white man was here. And so we should bring him back to help us. This man and others who think like him longs for the dependency of childhood. But we are grown up, or should be. We're supposed to be old enough to realize that the nation is now paying the rest of the outstanding bill for those easier days when so many of our resources were squandered.
Although Rawlings is a military man, he is more concerned with mobilizing for development than for war. His concept of economic conscription is an attempt to enlist more and more citizens into the process of production and social transformation. But Ghana's economy is fragile. The IMF has helped with loans, but ordinary workers still haven't seen much benefit. Political stability remains elusive, and Rawlings' own position is far from secure. To safeguard both his and the country's future, the Rawlings rhetoric now speaks of mobilizing both hoe and gun.
The right to defend your freedom is a must. Sure. And the means of having to do so is something you will have to acquire. Oh no. It's a long way off. We've lost a lot of time in having to democratize violence. She means only being a while you're here later. Oh no. Okay. Right from America to China to Russia. I mean, more fair, more like 2-track and no 10-year-old children can be. Maybe is the democratization of violence. Oh no. Whoever took control of the bullets, guns, was obviously going to dominate you. And that's the way it's been. That's the way it is in the third world.
The military's monopoly of the gun must be broken if the people are to prevail. Ironically, many Americans would agree with radical Rawlings that the people have a democratic right to bear arms. Whether that results in stability is another question.
The right to defend, your freedom. To enable Kony soldier to get used to the idea that civilian also has the right to hold a weapon. First, you have to inculcate the idea into his head. And it's not an easy thing to do.
So watch your video no. What's the Papa J can't find guns on? Whoever has the gun will control you. So person can the ordinary citizen they won't how to use the gun. Yes, because the actual or my Israel ben me be a yeso jeni or my Israel who drew age beer we a bema upo umpo also we military training na wachine bi and to kwesia wakokubi. Trawe. Ebrebi Papa J na nokoto say nkrofo Jimmy go traffic mu because to me catch them say to rule black people we need somebody like Papa J who you be a sabe na adwen say kakra te say Papa J because the black man needs beatings. Black man or person buni say go dying and so we sue nyansa. I'm telling you today. To rule black people, you don't need a God-fearing man. Who you be an adwenya say? Oh, Anna Rollins say shout on Crawford. He was on the field. No, Titi got him. Rollins didn't wait for election time and Titi got him. Rollins and Kane, Emma name do election. No one go fufu. The video, no. Yeah, me see videos a man for buy for Papa J. When me because them carry Rollins na mnokoto traffic Ghana for a nipa baby ye three na traffic mu e Jimmy Rollins. Make sure you move. Make sure you go with them. Go with them. Now today the traffic will be well. Charlie. Charlie. Yes, just go. Go back. He said go back. It's very simple. Listen to common English. Go back. Go back. Africans should have this man, we can't get this man again. Block them. Okay. Hey. Charlie, don't go. Okay, you go. Make fast. Papa J. Chama one. Papa J. Safe journey, eh? Drive safe, sir. God bless you. We are proud of you. Ghana is proud of you. This man, you can't get him. What did your ultra video no? So we can't get this man again. Papa J nam traffic is who said no sabe in Crawford Jimmy, but men call directed traffic. Ex-president and a president better be boss Abrawi. Simple logic. The police ni citizens ye ni mu nyansa. Say traffic is way back. Inti yenya dwen say yema aha 5 enko. Aha 5 embassy. Abrochiri na yo baby a traffic light in you. But what do the people ya titi omo fiti collaborate mo respect system of law. In case Rollins ya bofu, onye bofu, dabi, onye bofu, or ye mistakes pa, but ye nyani bium. The menya no mo aban, the menya no mugu a mo to so aban. The menya no de Ghana. Oh, ye sum penyumfo anedi yeso no. Say ya adwenye. Yes. Say citizens na mo adwenya. Nature will give you people like that to rule you.
Some of us adi yakuma atufo ma omai Obinum ejuma gold nebanu. I didn't try say that some of us yen smuggle yen USA gold no etuto mawo. Mu say sanya manu. Sasikana ebeko shenu sano About create inflation ama yanina. Anamuamu. Me aswaza muamunim wom. I hope what I'm hearing is false. Sir, police, when they are looking up to some of you policemen, some of you are even partaking in this nonsense. Huh? Mimba hobium. Na, ansana. Che. Mimba ho. Police no.
Secondo lei l'Africa paga un caro prezzo sugli errori delle grandi potenze?
We end up with injustice, we end up with corruption, we end up with poverty, we end up with the worst possible things, we end up with the image. I don't have to tell you the image that you have in Africa. I don't have to tell you. Listen, when I was in office as an Air Force pilot, I went to school and trained in the cities. When I became an Air Force pilot, I had the opportunity to travel around the country. That's when I saw there is a big difference between those of us living in the cities and the mass people who feed us living in the rural areas. My brother, you listen to me carefully. The water they drink in those rural areas is such that the water you use to flush your toilet, the water we use to flush our toilet in the cities is much cleaner than the water they drink in the villages. No clinics, no hospitals, etc. No headache, no needles to even sew their clothes. That's when I began to see that the parasitic relationship between our cities and this thing. I mean, I've seen too much injustice in my country when I decided enough was enough. When some of us began to decide that something has to be done about it. When we emerged into political office, you know something? Electricity used to be limited to only 27% of the country. In the shortest possible time, we were able to, with Italian assistance, we were able to extend electricity from 27 to almost 87% of the rest of the country. We were able to extend roads. The infrastructure was improved every part of the country. I mean, it was beautiful. I mean, energy now goes to every part of the village. Children can now go to school and can learn at night, so that my children living in the city will not have an advantage over that child in the village. My child has no superior, was not born with anything superior than that child in the village. But so long as that child in the village is denied and deprived of electricity to learn at night and good water, etc., my child in the city will always have the advantage over the ones in the rural areas. I've been to school where rural students were doing better with the passage of time than those of us in the cities. Please, I know the potential of humanity. So when you're talking about the effects of some of these things, sometimes, you know, these superpowers must learn to accommodate and to live and to accept patriotic leadership, patriotic citizens. Too often, they're happier with people who are not patriots. But you, in Europe, excuse me, don't get angry, you never seem to know the role that some of your bad businessmen, you have good businessmen, and I respect them, but some of your bad businessmen are always doing bad things on our continent. And it's our people who suffer. This kind of thing must stop. Your governments must begin to wake up to help us, to help to police and to maintain the integrity of economic policies and economic practices in my country. Your country must help us to protect the judiciary in my country. Your country must help us to to police and to monitor and to protect the political integrity in our continent.
What eh? Minya, who tells man about Pajeka? Or tiasi videos like this, na you. The Papa J tiasi, and I'm a video ya. We make a semi NDC. See blacks. Oh, how honest Papa J was to the person when interview. No, okay, trying to say who bro ni unim. Some businessmen be a wicked. Ti ya will be di Africa so for the love of the people. But the people hated them like Gaddafi, like Mugabe, like Paul Kagame.
Nkrumah, while he was alive, he had his enemies. His enemies also saw him as an enemy to them. Yeah. Now, what happened? Many years later, why not go here? Madam Fatia, Nkrumah, the wife. No? Jena Kufoye. Okra no coffee no, Madam Fatia no coffee no. Or this shena a kotojum no motuem. No alpha handkerchief towel. No, yes, sir. Oh, super. Ama Madam Fatia. Na yesu ye nyina na ya dinuchi. Well, na yesu Kufuor say ye ni papa well. Yesu ya fire hang yesu be. You know, Kufuor. The honey of fire speed. No the tree hole next to Dr. Kwame Nkrumah no grave no coffin no. That's or the tree grave no the Madam Fatia way sure. From that moment, that national monument that we built to honor that man became a family graveyard. Do you see how his grave was desecrated? Mills Mu, John Mu, Nkrumah. You have chopped into the man's name. Now, what you said, what did fine? One Nkrumah. Look at what his enemy pretended, so and so and so and so. Now, desecrate his national monument. You get it? Sani Kanyama, Muntiasia. Yeah, we were Muamunim, Philip. And you're fair. Minawati, and you're fair. Compound is big. You could have dug 101 holes and put Madam Fatia also there. Build a 3 times the story building monument. You did not have to do that under the same monument under which Dr. Kwame Nkrumah was. It fooled all of you.
Mini am Ghana for say ende yantie ni gisem ayete say ya papa yenu ya bema ye wofa Papa J Ephraim ya rekosem na mo amunim say Papa J etna tema no na oye very close to my mother ti mama ti mama yesu sa ene po de yefem to nchen. May his soul rest in peace. So we smart na we thinker. Asofo ni bi nyaaya ankomo hyenkom na nka abem. But there is a potential prophecy beba. Me suspect sofo bi eba beka asem bi e bia fa ye ex-president JJ RAWLINGS ni wuo no obi be shenkum obi ba be kan asem bi afa ho say a political party and a sacrifice no market somewhere. Maton mo dream a religion until they take advantage of any opportunity just to fool the church members. Me say market somewhere. So for be ebeba be ka say a political party. Papa J come and abatwa benti no omo sacrifice no. Wey ena twini Jonas kan yenti ase no. Jimie say ya me so de opa mo ntwen na mo hwe. Maka o mo ntwen na mo hwe. Ma adwene nya dwuma. Everything dies. Obi ewu. Me de me de ne se Papa J. We see any maame ansa woko. Ka owu gya ne maame ananka me be ha me. Obi abewu ebi amene wumpo eji Papa J nyam ebi ayenya. He has served his nation, he has served his continent well. Yebo African leaders are omo ye adwuma. Baby, I did do Papa J. Bra olusu election to President Kofo. No, PFC sent to Kwabesi. Yeah, we 80s we have a special love for Papa J. Until the for ni bisha them plan no more for Sesiano and a yachel. Mo any now, no be and that now. Straight up. Thank you.
When I'm Ghana for me chechi amunyina. The mamunya bema Avram bin Mushi. And then Thursday on the 12th November 2020. Ewiye ya yanti asempa. Obrempon bi ahwiase. The tia say former president Papa JJ RAWLINGS watwa nananom ewon siedo. Ye nije say kukudrofo say ebe pie we ye memu ne say ya werho say ya hwe no de me pese me kafa owuo hunie we become sad esan say ye lose obi but yentiate say everything dies bibiawu ade be a living thing bi abewu ya yetiase no ena die na me nso me ne wo ye ya echi no bade ba be kayen eno ne bisa hu abrabo a wo bo adwuma a wo ye anamo a wo tu so ye musician so ye celebrity so ye shoe shine so ye doctor so ye lawyer so ye engineer so ye president so ye ex-president da me ka se be kire say da Papa J ebe toko no ene ye be hu said ya Ghana for be kire no wodo onye perfect onye excellent of Papa J nya bofo ofum wokwan bi so ba ebeka say osum ne man yi ti de beka che Papa J en ne busuafo nyina say Papa J ye ma save journey ye nim be bia wo kọ ba busuafo e ma mu nyina ya akọ be bo video bi the greatest speech am me fefiri Papa J ho en ye kotie no ye ntie ne yamra.
I think yesterday I was citing an example of 3 people in a room. By the following morning, one was dead. And the other 2 who were alive were arrested and taken to court. And as they were asking them, or as the proceedings were going on, the case was beginning to find one of them guilty. And they were going to make a pronouncement on him. You know what he asked? The one who's alive, he and I, we come from the same village. We've sworn on the Bible, sworn on the Quran, sworn on the sword, and yet I'm the one being found guilty. Please, I beg the judge, etc., take us to the village we come from. We have a shrine over there, and let us go and swear on that shrine and see whether I am innocent or he is the culprit, whether I am the murderer or he is the culprit. That's all the question I asked these Catholic priests. They could not answer me. Because they know you're not going to swallow any poison, but they know that we don't fear that Bible, we don't fear that Quran, but when it comes to our shrine, that one we dare not joke with it, we'll go and tell the truth. The white man who brought the Bible into my country, your continent, the Muslim who brought whatever it is, he is the same person who has gone and invented the lie detector test, the chemical interrogation test. I would dare you to go and line up some of your finest policemen, some of your finest heads, some of your finest, what you call it, judges. Make any allegations against me, you included. Whatever questions you want to ask, take me through a chemical interrogation. I will be the one who will pass. I wonder how many of you will pass. You know something, Chief? If we can learn to be bold enough to restore the value of truth in our society, then we will have justice. Without truth, we cannot get justice. We cannot get justice. And that's why we're suffering. Truth is so important. Do you know what Gandhi said? I don't need Gandhi to tell it to me. Gandhi said he was looking for truth in God, only to discover that God was in truth. How beautiful. How beautiful. You know? So, Chief, when it comes to accusing me, don't forget, 8 generals, 3 former heads of state, painfully executed. I, Rawlings, will not turn around and commit the very crimes for which another man lost his life.
Some message here, a boy me Avram, a part I me taking. They don't fear the Bible, they don't fear the Quran. But it was your memory. Papa J wu a man in Nagana for so. Papa J wu a we wouldn't sing cremonim imam be a video. Say Allah each remi yen tibi. A software any babeti. Na software be a mesrao. Jimmy ebekano sabe. With Jimmy ebekano. Na winim na babeka say nyankopon yi kyerɛw. Mo de de bia na nyankopon yi kyerɛ ma mo ntumi nya ho hwe. De amoya ye begim adi no. Eye se de Jesus ekonyale Lazarus no. Ka we no asofo mu Ghana ha mo te apo. Na nka mo akɔ baabi owo no se kwalebu se hene mo akɔ. Papa J, in the name of Jesus, come out. Na kwa asole. Se mo ntumi a mo ma Ghana fo. Ye nya peace of mind. Ni emfenja Papa J kwan. Thank you for making us number 1. Straight up. Jena nya djuma body ni bre. Bye bye.
Omo kosoro eba from Donald Trump obewini. Okay. Tienie. Me can upon authority tiena me can ye. Me say America omo kosoro omo ba from Donald Trump obewini. There is a reason. Nyame set a party bi ayi ato ho. Sa part na nyame achate no. No matter what anybody does obewini. Ya draw to it's programmed in the heavens. You go up, you come down. The programming is there. The earth has received it. Mark my words anywhere, you will not forget.
Because me who said Trump okuta flag, America for flag. The more answer obi him flag na free nsem. Nipa ne ya went to me. The more answer flag na kuta Trump no. Afi adane white flag. And I'm who say victory.
Now I hear that
Man kasenya me say Trump benini. Okay. Dia me kan dia me say mahunu aniswade hu say Trump lusu. Na Trump be lusu. But say Paula White mo ne asofo mo bom pa e ma no no. E ko ne chene ne kokasa e mo sa kira na dwene dia ene obedi nkuni.
2020 no change. Trump will sit on America's seat again.
Donald Trump, because what America.
Obia so voye komse ene bima ko shebi pacha no divo me say so ati Ghana nyina Christosum nyina ni makwase oh onyame se ni doso kwase nyame se no e doso Ghana todo kwase nyame se ni doso Ghana todo bia pese yehusu yes me kasa misro
bia pese yehusu we difo
onyame na so shem kom ya ko pacha wana se oh what be that oh what be fine say onyame se me masna me ka to na me buanti ko na ko pacha did you have this before? Or so for Crown Joe, I won't tap on 2 children. A poor Mujamujano for 1 chubby. Mina make catch out. That's right. Upa me quotation at Trump, so Banam me quotation channel, and written a Baptist of Baco, who told Gary Bacham only Babu Mana. For Johnny Fifi, I summon the coin. Because of Fanao, San Paco.
Mamma, Avram be Mushepa. You bet true challenge, cement me and ya. You best swear, say a full day, so say they you a death issue to say Elijah and battleship association. Cement me and ya, you come. Mene Abraham be Moshe Beshia, Yabama media for in about, says sports tell you will say him with Beshia. Or no other choose today or any time open. Near Pakushia. Now, me perceive charity, nedity. Send me, and we yes with him, my funny things, what am my life at, ye comes me to be. First miracle, I'm a person. So for you any a call Takani, I mean, I'm a Sunyani from someone Yamuti, Sama, now solim penny for Ampo Munina was saw them or into be a bit of dance here. Black coffee, ya yet debate. First thing, I am a revenue Usubempa, a loose debate, or no free debate, Bawamba, and Oko High lawyer, and Okrani. First disgrace. Why big wow platform so no can say I've been bushi no make debate no. Na minimum dear but me to me chiremu yi na obe debate me. Edu debate ya lawyer ebisa na buy. Lecturer university lecturer pa ogigi bi hye ne ho opomborofo akese nyina. Afei eye wa so dem and ye gina na ye challenge wunyankopon no. So the only thing for Reverend Usubempa to redeem his image as a man of God and as the nation prophet was to perform miracle. Now to me low 1 year new low to the level say. So I then me butcher or tears yes mo be miracle. Or can some me can wait to walk around Kabeja to open coffee. Me bomb me niche na me no can here. What you say? We are me yes me sorry na obo ni. Oh obo mesrem me bra penyi won. Eh oma no kore no en no so enchen entro na me say oyenya master's degree in lying enya nokre nti mate se o say aban makwan na nka onye miracle bi the person nka
but I no so timi ya ya man kwan ne se otia say kan yo
dabi miracle wakaba ko o say nka me nche miracle amepe eno ye wo platform ne so na ye wi a ni ada so no be bomitio o ye o be bomitio wa anya me mbonitio ma me answer no no Christian pastor, no prophet can perform a single miracle in my presence. Mete say no account the platform say hanky or the nsuo beguso na ejatom. Black coffee a chemical bi. Won so for bi oba ya. Na so dem o gigi e ma no ne ma bi di gu ha e so jam. Wonim konfo a kire no. Konfo no Ghana how. E trick. Nti sa de ye ma ye ba kwa etuma aboba kura soja. E chemical ye di gu nsuom. Ade ba begusu be peja nti mo meye no na second one o kan ne say miracle person ye ne say Reverend Usubempa pa chaw we dey me reply sa e hona ma miracle a oso be ye no say o pese wutwa mi Abraham beti na udisi suma me opayini enye miti na betwa ne ha me na emom eye me ne wo e na ye kwa challenge utwa mi miti a say ye nyane me a evidence be na me hu say ye twa miti nti pese Reverend Usubempa usuya wunyankopon wunyankopon pese wo set example ma wiase no wankofa bonsamba enku bonsamba na emom wunyankopon no ofa wo no ane doba e na okun de gi wiase Reverend Usubempa de ba boa ma miracle na ye power no wo ma no ye fra ba ko na nadu nti ye betwa na nadu ti na wudi esi so na nipo betwa ti no e ye P black nti miracle a Reverend Usubempa ba ne say ye de na nadu ti e beto ho na P black etwa P black tweti na send me no ko challenge Elijah ne bala konfo ne koe no wenkunkum bala konfo no eye nentwie ti na nadu ye de uti e be ye sacrifice into ye twa P black na etwa na me dia dance say me ba na etwa ye wi a no de ti nesi so o wi a na nka wakome ti
all right I know be me
Reverend Usubempa we Reverend Usubempa tia hwe mami ka se mi chiro wo nya akwara o onya akwara wati we your old boy ja wo ba game ni mache enye nne na yenim wo Usubempa ti nyome bi won mo so twitwa so kra ana nye ne na wo baba ba gi fame Jack, we any maybe sana near nimu from 80s mu hoba 90s mu na ye respect wo no. Jack me say mu okra nye ntumi nka bi ma wo. Oh, na ye say aye ni wusem. Wo su ben papa. Nti wo wan hye nkoma na ye den. Wo me busa wo hwa. Wan hye nkoma na ye den. Enkom hye kra so kra de wo se ka wo jama nkora no kra. Ja, na ka wo ta akire. Wa so nim se nyame bia nkasa nkire wo. Hwa, wa unim se he nyame bia nkasa nkire wo. Oh, and I saw per se, what the Ghana for? I didn't go school be. Ja, won't be for Ghana for I didn't go school sao. What it? It's a Ghana for any at you, won't be for I didn't go school sao. And I'll bet TV swa. Oh, Cassa, no one no done it, no I can't wait, no I can't wait. It's what we now kosha. I don't want to say any wisdom. Chow go one was you. Yami Piazo Cassanchero. And I can penmut Saudi. You will to Kuranafo now to you no for now can and crash some go mine him. Anonymous said the oil in a bomb. It's the man who also been papa, me do ya pao. And I'll call pimping for a goo sorry demo. Nanka o chiano mozino. Small boys been walk for Mabe Gono Mano ya. Oh, I know yodium. Jack and Chicrao and Chicra Nabesa Sasa. That will see much Usubempa. Who see much Tinomi Bojo to Chasokra. Why wouldn't you say Yaminka Sanchero? Chagana on a bit me at my son, your manu. Chai say about any biabao, any biaba. That's all the Ghana for actually go school too much. And I was sorry, man, so cry, minim dear how omo. Minim dear how omo. I said, Uba, sorry, I know where you are to fear. And away you are at your bottom. Jamame chose a wish come Ghana obio. Mention what Ghana obio. Jack, my Ghana for one tomo. I tried that door sudo. I try those to do any guy cry. Usubempa, any guy. What am I choose? I will shame come Ghana obio.
Ansana wodia bano emudaho. Je Sadrino nye juma nipebiano bre. Kache di obe se madwini nye juma.
Magini ye juma.
Obia wane botaya wane ya de.
Yes.
Okay, se wo
straight up, new CSF member here, Bishop Obinium. Adriana anya juma body ne bre. Maybe a phone lines na why number na that screen so two person oba so bia na wa free why be kire wa dwen oba 20 seconds yempe fans bia wa ha number na that screen so no mon support it why CSF one fans mama fans ya ma na de bia na Avram na ya de yenim say ya de dada why mon support it na bia nko so kama ti esrem a member friend be di atem ayendi atem wa hello Senior Bachao, we didn't make your case free.
This is James, make us free, UK.
Bacho, you too.
And this was my father, Basso. Obo, they are possibly not asking. On count with the PR.
And that's it.
Now, the DR you play the now, me was some crazy car for your papa. Yana, ye BBR, former president. JJ RAWLINGS. Make I nyama few things there. You know, me near the emo, but make I some few things there. The rain, you know, Bank of Ghana, no things that you know, and some few things that happened which I saw.
Yeah.
You know, back in the days, left and say early 80s, you know. Sometimes then I say me ba me near, you know, because I say. Sometimes Nana is control. Say, say, Ubia then. Not sometimes Nana runs the per se, almost musica. I won't say, Scafono Susan, almost sometimes so muya calabuli.
Satam no krana. Satam no krana me papa be so fire no. Papa be so fire no more. Na wo provision store, papa wo provision store. Satam na e collapse am papa di dwa na.
Good. Meso me mama satan na me mama won tuma e wo adaka mu me wo ho a me te satan me te first time me experience it that time no experience me
and come here did SHS for no pay be nyina ho SHS for no omo pay be nyina kra
of course yes it's ever some to pow na me say yes so ja for pow so ja for ba me control say wo a wo want to ma debre wo nyama mu no ye ba be gini nyina na aja ba kwa ma wo na je dade because you see equal rights equal way ye pese obia ye equal ye basically you see we was catching we was catching this thing went on be pem time a common so by 83 mo no na fe de 83 na me kai say that time no ye Ghana for ya we na ye free Rollins
Junior Jesus Junior Jesus
yeah yes ne akatapore mo me kai say those days na nyum bi wo ho no mo to around this way Rollins any akatapore now it's so beautiful. Now a whole lot that happened at that time. Baba ya be bate kakra they call school. School na me kwa so me kai said that time no na Rollins no because sa video now boy now almost the whole training amount for training grounds and with guns and all that no. Cadets say obia go through military way now on get discipline. And say me kai said those days no na secondary school
cadet yeah
senior high schools in GSS and mix up now you independent square if they do baby 5 years continue 5 years 10 years now cadets form one and now secondary school in GSS form one and parade independent square assist match you know and me witness CB I had no money na some no now me na me who Rollins physical that time no now me first time me who no dey me manti atode na time no na zenoto ono sisi so a na nyina na e cadets cause na girl no very good cadets but no very good pa inti me say time no na me twice inti ye nyina ko parade na ehu na oba be inspect we no na afidi among 40 TikTok obi obini ni be body so dia wo yes stronger wo atiato and yes who theater say be a drobi na ati wo like no awon friend e wo no ho ni sena ni Paris man no unho ne da unho na to be honest to be very toast na me resa me line na me wo na mo say am 40 TikTok you know this is the man I'm talking about you know it's a great
that's it senior man that's a pa we wakasa hello yeah bacha udini be bia wakasa free
yo me did it na cheap for like I said free okay
bacha wo so yetie o
yeah around money papa awoye
that's it
na anopa no program awoye a obreki news no na me pese me flaba ba ntimi envrem but me nya sure say catch abra we the best small penny suma baby a jeje ni fru obi a na fra best say ko do wo ka chom say mo fa she friji de wa so for kuku dambo Ghana omutimi nya ni fru ko nura your friend is say kingdom me yet so be our say we nyane fun bebrebe ye wakana ti avla we dey yesrewa papa ni ya bomodia na mo stop mo fa she friji na ya so for no kunya ne fru ne baye na papa no esa ma me sumo my God yesrew we dey empedi suma ne yet suma o dey ama why
mate
that's it be sure
that's it hello bacha udini be bia okasa fi
bacha me kodo prince because free como me de menesi kakra o be foot share but o be foot yes Rollins mi hu no o leader What is up to now? What I show leader? Just say me who leader. Me say we come everyone one. Ghana, you go back second as Jerry. Just say me who was some problem come and what you know. Just say we leader kasa. Just who say choose one more. Prepare one more to say what you want for you country. One man free kasa. O friend is the John more. What you say yes, I'm who are president here? What do you
Yeah.
Papa, you are really a Susa. The team will just say, you are a man just said, you want Mr. Camilla. Why you lead that Casa? Why you lead that? Just say, Casa, lead that. What I did like to cause it. Ghana, a deep part. One month to Ghana, Pia. What do you mean, Tara, and to go Piana? She light. And then
Yabaya call. Telecommunication crass and about Roma.
Communication, no. Telephone. From Kasajan, so Kusumaya, we come to Lapina. Mr. Papa, or Lita Sanka, or talk was said, yes, we see now. Minagana, he had never been here one. He had never been here one.
That's it. Kawa book, Kawa share so for the Diama, while share so for Nama Kumoja and Commissioner.
What you mean, Papa? No, what people can catch you on Cassandra.
That's it. Papa J, we gua so for nama. Obun commission na come yem. Share. No chi kwasi asemo. Oh, ready. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Bacha, we didn't be your casafi.
So your friend Amaba talented. We the Mefa Afanya CS members na Ghana phone na no be a OT program.
Yet you.
Mental Rawlings the bush and phone na yako ene ade yahwe. Minim Rawlings so kakra. I said many siba be hu. Na no leader. Walk Ghana, a cassette or Kukutua or Rawlings. Now, remember one challenge can I make a talk, yes, Mr. Sama software. Set yes, yes, member, yes, young pastor. But before you ever can you, Matthew, yes, no, say, Rawlings, and Liana, or a fresh one.
Fresh cry.
No, yes, the phone, you know, you have joined a couple of years. You have members, you have you are doing like dinner, you have one, you are reading Bible, you are children now, or you are going to kill you. If you ever have Bible teacher, not be black, I read on. Now that you are born, will not say you want me ask some,
and one.
Where can I get here? You never die about master quick one time.
She. One time. And Ebra Nakan. Tis so for a pamochow, a so for no, a mamma say Monte, the AC net, a so for Namati, a pamochow, hot, much the one mati, a fresh with you flew fresh. Lazarus Odiano, nay 4 days, Jesus Nyaneno. Munya fast. Chwana mwano, Donald Trump. Komshi. Na muhodene. Hello da.
Hello.
Ya da, bacha, udini bebi ya wakasafi. Uwo show so. Oh, so
Mikasafi, okay, Mikasafi, Germany, Ethiopia.
me wura kuyi fira de and I do for this ana nipa bi nipa no ho aye nkai no iso wufi o wu so yare hwini na me sira me sa adi wa abana ye mudre asofufuo no ye sira wo mo obi an fani ju am sa adi wo mo na abotire na hu se obi obi agia to obi ama sofu only program we cry over sofu obafu only cry TV ya man fam TV no ba yes Ghana ko say slow and you never buy a cladie na sa de ni da you don't be man we see am chubia
that's it CSF Evensia because me peke kola enyewie why yadamu nyina ase na na yenhwe ye ho yi why owo de obi abewu ti bachaw na mo subscribe to YouTube na my Common Sense family why na TV stations aye won so na me ba be e de a kire mo no yadamu nyina ase CSF ahonde wo wa mesa ba live bi why straight up bye. Minu Ghana for me chechi amunyina. Ema munu ya bema Avram bin Moshe, leader of Common Sense family. Common Sense family a awakening movement a yedi bi ni pani. Said the bay especially e bibi man e be fa ne to ba pefra. Me dia de to me ankasa Ali Ibrahim. Ya wo min kremoni be ye Kristo ni. Esua de abenjifo no. Esan se wa wo tire asem ne ka se ye nso wo mum nyina hwe se fi awrade a. Na me sua osum godro nyina. In conclusion, be hu say all religion or sum biara was invented by man. Obo ade na ma ye som. Na emum o ma ye adwene sense of good judgment. Say ye mfantine wiase. Emfem bobra. Eye ensembise bi say Bible mum pensem Quran mu adesua ni osum godro mu adesua any other social issues and ye de bremo e wo program ya to din say time with the Common Sense family 9:30 p.m. Mondays, Wednesdays and Saturday. Enti shia me wo sonfo Avram bin Moshe e wo Tumpani TV adwena anya adwuma body ni bre yedam nyina ase bye bye.
Yes Abraham bin Moshe na yeton kanta man ka Ghana antiti say religion take am ye nyansa anya adwuma biemu yato yenkocha na twe na kofa broni die no wuhia bibeni a ye frɛ wo sen wo se frɛ me Frederick and so bi hu broni bi a ye frɛ no Kofi Konto ya yara identity so who
the brain, we need common sense, we need wisdom, we need insight, we need understanding to run a nation. We don't need prayers.
Koteti anchen.
Kompai wakasi.
Debi koteti anchen.
Sufre urade.
Was okwadofo. Koteti anchen.
Wa buantati anchen.
National kwin.
Na di uweni. Hwentati ana kwin. Asamando a 16 gate and one asamando. First gate no. Angel be go gate na efen ayakim. Second gate angel be ho ya fen nafta. Third gate angel be ho ya fen Kelly. Ojidi. Me create theory. Also him too.
Na won bua bio.
What will be some question?
Na omonum sem so asan.
Wenum nsam so asan.
Na so won kasa bio.
Na so what will be some question?
Na wojina ho.
Na wojina ho.
Na won bua bio.
Na be some question ti.
Me nuanum Ghana for me chechi amu nyina. Me dende Abraham bin Moshe. Adodo na frame the Bible Zero Mercy. Meda ekua ya freno Common Sense family. Common Sense family ekuo bi a aba ye bie nuanu Ghana fo ani. Said ye be ya ye be yusu adwene a Nyankopon de maye. Ye wotems bi a ye ka se adwene anya adwuma body ne bre. Ya yehye program be ya to din say time with the Common Sense family. Ewo Amin TV any TV2. Jibre na hwe program ni. A program ye be discuss religious issues. Ye be kase Bible a ye jitu mu fritete say eye Nyankopon asem no. Bible no eye Nyankopon asem ampa na. Quran no efri Nyankopon. Nyankopon bi wo ho a wo boss so ni asase. A wo do nipa adaache. Ode nipa ebegu bunsam jem ana. Heaven bi wo ho a ye be ko ana. Edien na embebu no ebeye na oman Ghana ene Africa asasa. Eye wei ene ensembisa ene dwumedie bebre ne political issues ene be discuss e wo dwumedie a ye fe no time with the Common Sense family. Inti hwame Avram bin Moshe ene Common Sense family e wo Amin TV ene TV2 Monday to Wednesday 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Yedamu nyina ase sa adwen na anya adwuma body ne bre bye bye.
Ben Moshe quick oversize Ben Moshe uni size Ben Moshe quick